Hey guys, 1975, 1 center Canada coin. In 1975, the world was changing. Jaws was terrifying moviegoers, Pink Floyd released Wish You Were Here, and the Royal Canadian Mint was pumping out nearly $500 million of these, the 1975 bronze 1-cent coin. Now, most people see these as literal trash coins that aren't even legal tender in Canadian stores anymore. But if you think every 1975 penny is only worth 1 cent, you're missing the bigger picture. Between the soaring price of raw copper and the high-stakes world of MS66 grading, that handful of change in your drawer might have a few surprises waiting for you. Today, we're breaking down the 1975 Canadian penny, its history, its melt value, and the specific versions that collectors are actually paying real money for. Let's look at what we're dealing with. The 1975 penny is a classic Canadian cent. The metal, this is a 98% copper coin. That's a huge deal today because, since 1997, pennies shifted to zinc and steel. This coin feels heavier and sounds clinkier because it's basically a small slab of industrial metal. This features the second effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machin. She's wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara. You'll find this portrait on Canadian coins from 1965 all the way to 1989. The reverse, the iconic twin maple leaves on a twig, a design by G. E. Kruger Gray that stayed virtually unchanged from 1937 until the penny's death in 2012. The Mintage, the Mint produced 488,729,825 of these. That is a massive number. Because they made so many, a 1975 penny isn't rare in the traditional sense. To find value, we have to look closer at condition. If you pull a 1975 penny out of a dusty jar, it's probably brown. In the coin world, we call that BN brown. While cool, these are generally only worth their weight in copper. However, if you find one that is still RD red, meaning it looks like it just came off the press yesterday with that bright, orange gold luster, you've entered the collector's zone. This is where it gets interesting. These are coins with very few distracting marks. These can sell for 10 to 20 MS66 and above. This is the holy grail for the 1975 year. Because these were bagged and shipped in bulk, they often scratched each other. Finding a 1975 penny with a perfect face is incredibly hard. An MS66 red can fetch 50 to 100 plus at auction because registry set collectors need them to complete their collections. Let's talk about the secret value that applies to every 1975 penny, the copper. Because these are 98% copper, the metal inside the coin is actually worth more than the 1 cent face value. As of today's copper prices, the melt value of a 1975 penny is roughly 2 to 3 cents. The math: if you have a 10-pound bag of these, you're essentially holding a small investment in industrial metal. Remember, in Canada, it's technically illegal to melt down circulation coins, but many people hoard these pre-1997 pennies as a hedge against inflation. If you have a 1975 penny, it is literally worth 200% to 300% more than its face value just based on the metal alone. If you're going through a roll of 1975 cents, here is your hunting checklist. Is it shiny? If it looks brand new, put it in a flip. Look at the queen's hair and the tiara. If the lines are sharp and not rubbed smooth, it's a high-grade candidate. 1975 was a high-production year. Look for small raised lines of metal, especially around the date or the queen's neck. These errors can add a few dollars to the value for error-specific collectors. Proof: like sets, Many of the best 1975 pennies come from the uncirculated set sold by the Mint in 1975. If you find a sealed plastic film set, keep it sealed. Conclusion: so, is the 1975 Canadian penny going to pay for your retirement? Probably not. But is it worth more than a cent? Absolutely. Whether you're saving them for their copper content or hunting for that elusive MS-66 red specimen that a collector is dying to bid on, the 1975 penny is a staple of Canadian numismatics. It's a piece of the Bronze Era that we'll never see again. Do you have a red 1975 penny that looks perfect? Would you like me to show you how to compare your coin against a professional grading chart so you can see if it's worth sending to ICCS or PCGS? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like this video if you love Canadian history, and I'll see you in the next hunt. Happy collecting!